Welcome back to Cloud 2K, and today I'm doing a Dylan Harper rebuild. Let's go. So a couple weeks ago, I did a Cooper Flag rebuild challenge. He ended up getting drafted to the Wizards. I did it's like a Wizards rebuild with Cooper Flag. I'm doing the same thing here, but of course, 2K Start Today is broken, so I have to do an entire season. As you see, maybe not different results, but I don't know. 76ers were in the playoffs. Weird things. LeBron's not retiring. Mike Conley, you guys can retire. We're going to go to draft lottery. We're going to let NBA 2K decide where Dylan Harper gets drafted to. Then that's who we're going to rebuild. The lottery is Jazz 1, Wizards 2, Hornets 3, Magic 4, Wizards 5 again. If we get the Wizards again, it's going to be pretty funny. It's going to be pretty funny if we have to rebuild the Wizards twice because I didn't do great. I made the playoffs, but I didn't win a championship with the Cooper Flag rebuild. Maybe with Dylan Harper I can, but they do have guards in Jordan Poole, Bub Carrington. But before we get too worried about all that, let's get into the draft and see who goes number 1 to the Utah Jazz. Will be Cooper Flag. Number 2, Washington Wizards they trade for Sengun in a 2029 swap pick between the Suns and the Mavericks. Okay, so now the Rockets have 2 and they take Ace Bailey. Interesting. Okay, does that mean the Hornets going to take Dylan Harper? The Hornets do take Dylan Harper. We are going to Charlotte to rebuild LaMelo Ball, Dylan Harper, and Brandon Miller. Let's go. Okay, rookie signings Dylan Harper at 2, and then second round Noah, Adu, and that's fine. We'll take them. Team player options: Mark Williams, Brandon Miller, and Nick Smith Jr. DeQuan Jeffries can walk. That's fine with me. Qualifying offers: Trey Mann I would like to keep on the team. I don't really know though because he is a guard, and we have a lot of guards now on this team. Going into free agency year 1, LaMelo Ball, Tyler Kolek is on this team. They must have traded there in real life, which is annoying, but there's not really much I can do about that. LaMelo Ball, Tyler Kolek, Brandon Miller, Dylan Harper, Nick Smith Jr., Josh Okogie, Josh Green. I am starting by putting Brandon Miller back down to the 3. I think it's where he's going to play long term, and that way we don't have to kind of worry about him and Dylan Harper trying to find spots and minutes between each other. We can just have them both be our starting wings. So 1, 2. Dylan Harper's 3, Nick Smith Jr.'s 4, which makes it really, I don't think Trey Mann's coming back. I mean, I know he was really good. He had a breakout season with them, but it's just not really going to make sense for this team. Brandon Miller at the 3, Josh Okogie, Josh Green. Josh Okogie's not going to play. Josh Green, I do want to give some minutes at least year 1. Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, Tijon Salon. I want Salon to get minutes. Grant Williams, I don't care. I can move him from Grant Williams. Miles Bridges, same thing. I'm actually going to look for a trade for Miles Bridges. And Mark Williams, Nurkic, and Diabate. Okay, there's some pieces here. There are some pieces here that I think in 2K we could win. But I am going to start with looking for some trades, and one of them, the first one's going to be Miles Bridges. I don't want him on the team. I want to get him out the door. I want to try to find some more defensive purposes down there at the 4 position, and I don't know who that's going to be. There's Jalen Johnson and a first-round pick. That makes no sense for us. John Collins, OG Anunoby, PJ. We're not bringing PJ Washington back. Jakob Poeltl could be interesting. That way we would have our centers in Jakob Poeltl and with Mark Williams. That would just kind of be it. We get Jonathan Magbo in the trade as well, who I guess could take some minutes behind Tijon Salon. I wouldn't be super mad at that. I know there's some better players there, but I want to kind of keep this a little bit more realistic because like Jabari would be really cool, but there's no reason the Rockets giving up on Jabari Smith Jr. at this point in time. I mean, they're in the playoffs, so we're going to give the Raptors a first-round pick of Miles Bridges for Jakob Poeltl and Jonathan Magbo. I think I like that. Again, now our center rotation can just be Mark Williams and Jakob Poeltl. I mean, last year, both of their deals. So, again, if Jakob Poeltl isn't very good, we can just kind of let him walk after this season. We're not paying him as much money as we would with Miles Bridges down the line. Yusuf Nurkic has got to go. You cannot be on this team. This is a summer of clearing house, getting some bad contracts off the team because I just simply don't want to deal with them. Now, can I get Jazz will give me 2 first-round picks for Yusuf Nurkic. Goodbye. Have fun up in Utah with Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag's there, man. You got something. And then it's going to just be Grant Williams as the last person I want to trade just because he's not going to play. I'm sorry, Levi, if you're watching this. I know a friend of mine is a big fan of Grant Williams. He's just not going to play for my team. And there's no point of having his $13 million on the under contract. We get a first-round pick in John Conchar, first-round pick from the Pistons, from the Nets and Nate Williams. I'm going to go ahead and do, it's a swap with the Rockets. Line protected from the Pistons, but I also get another first-round pick. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's 4 first-round picks we've now brought in this offseason alone. So, one, I don't love Tyler Kolek. I don't love him playing. Can I have Nick Smith Jr. be our backup point guard? Like, what does his overall do? 77's not great, but I don't really want Tyler Kolek being my backup point guard at this point in time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Josh Okogie's got to go. I'm probably not signing anybody. It just doesn't make sense for the Hornets to sign anybody at this point in time. They just don't. Nobody has like the real allure to get to Charlotte, if I'm being honest with you. Josh Okogie, somebody's going to want him. He's a fine enough wing in 2K that maybe I can get a pick. I saw Dean Wade the pick, which is cool. Nurkic, I'm not bringing him back on a team. I just kind of want to move him on. The Dallas Mavericks going to be 2 first-round picks, but one's protected. I'm getting some good trades right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I'm getting blessed a little bit. But I think, what does that say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I feel pretty good about this team. We're going to let Trey Mann walk. KJ Simpson, Yusuf Nurkic, we're all going to let him walk. Go on. Trey Mann sucks, but it's just what it is. We're going to go to player progression going into our first year and see what we got. LaMelo Ball's a 90 overall. Brandon Miller's an 86 overall. Mark Williams is an 84. 84 for Pirtle as well, who actually got better at 29 years old. We'll take that. Nick Smith Jr. jumps to an 80 overall, so he is going to be our backup point guard. I'm hoping for this rebuild. 79 Dylan Harper. 79 for Mogbo is actually great. He's going to definitely get minutes. I don't know if I want him starting. Tijan Salon, where's Salon? He's 76. I think year 1 I might start Mogbo and still have Salon come off the bench. Josh Green, 76. Tyler Kolek is a 77. I just don't really have a place on this roster for him. 2K kind of did that, and I had to simulate the one season to get here, so that was 2K's work, not mine. Don't really know what I'm doing with that at this point in time. They want to run LaMelo Ball, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, Jonathan Mogbo, Jakob Poeltl. I want to have Mark Williams starting. I think he's just more of a part of this team. So, Mogbo, then Williams. Jakob Poeltl, Nick Smith Jr. And then Diabate and Kolek are not getting minutes. They're not playing. I want Josh Green and Tijan Salon getting those minutes. I guess. Nick Smith Jr., 23, 25. And then we can do... What if I give him 20... 17. I have 7 minutes here. Dylan Harper is going to get 30 minutes 100% of the time. And then 34. So 35, 30, 34, 26. Okay. Yeah. I like that. We're going to also go to system proficiency. 3-star balance is actually not very good. And that is the best we have. Okay. We have a lot of rookies. I am going to look at shot tendency just because with these auto-generated draft classes, I don't really know. Brandon Miller, we're going to put you up to an 85. You are our second option. Dylan Harper, 80. I'm fine with that. Okay. Game 1 against the Memphis Grizzlies, who actually just got swept as I'm recording this, or yesterday they got swept, whatever. We beat them by 30 points. LaMelo Ball, 37, 4, and 9. Brandon Miller, 18. Where is Dylan Harper? 13 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 for 11, 1 for 3, 4 fouls. We'll do a second game against the Bulls, see how he does. We win again. And Dylan Harper, 25, 4, 6, and 2. We'll take that. Let's go to the trade deadline. I think this team's actually set up pretty good. I don't think we're going to be super great this year, but again, I think we have good pieces for years 2 and 3. So we're at the trade deadline. We are 22 and 30. We are the 8th seed right now, so we are fighting for the playoffs play-in. And that kind of makes sense with the team we have. If we look at who's been playing well, LaMelo Ball, 26, 4, and 8, 50, 36. Okay, we'll take that. Brandon Miller, 22, 5, and 5. Pretty good shooting splits. Mark Williams, 11.5, 10. We'll take that. Nothing crazy's really stood out so far. Jakob Poeltl's been a pretty good backup big man. Not shooting well. 48% as a big man is not very good. Nick Smith Jr., 11. Only 3 assists. He does not pass. He's not shooting great either. Not a great season from our guy. Dylan Harper's a rookie. 15.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Almost 6 assists. A steal a game. Not shooting well from the floor. 85% from the free throw line. We'll take that. 45% from the floor. Not great. 29 from 3 is also not very good at all. But again, rookie season. Jonathan Mogbo is not happy. He's not playing well either. So I think that means Salon's going to get the run for the back half of the season. I think Tijan Salon, you're going to go in the starting lineup. We're going to take down Jonathan Mogbo's minutes just because he doesn't seem to be very happy with us for some reason. Not really my issue. Tijan Salon's going to get those 28 minutes the back half of the season. Is there anybody I kind of want to trade here at the deadline, or am I good to just move on? Pearl's a 1+1. I'm fine with that. It's not really a big deal right now. Josh Green is making a bit of money. Like, we have a lot of first-round picks here. None this year. That's the thing. We have no first-round picks this year. It's a Suns-Grizzlies swap, and I don't think it's going to be anything great. So a Josh Green and a swap pick this year, can it get us some type of maybe better wing, or like maybe if I can find somebody that can fit in that 4 spot, I'll move Jonathan Mogbo, because it just doesn't seem like he wants to be here much of anything. But the game is completely frozen as I'm talking to you. Also, got a new controller, so that stick drift you were watching for a couple episodes is gone, thank God, because that was, you have no idea, like, recording videos was annoying, but then playing with my friends also super, super annoying. There we go, finally, that was getting awkward. Andrew Wiggins, Zubac, a lot of good players here. But again, I'm trying to keep it a little bit more realistic, because as 2K is getting, like, we're kind of getting out of 2K, I want people to come watch my videos, and if you want a realistic rebuild, again, this is not going to be super, super realistic, but I want to at least make an attempt. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I mean, Tumai Kamara would be nice, but I'm not doing that. I'm not loving anything I'm really seeing there. I think I'm just going to keep the team what it is. I don't see anything huge we really need to trade. And let's just go. I mean, we're going to probably make the play-in. And again, maybe we win a play-in game and get a playoff series. And I think year 1 for this team, that's fine. We'll get ready for like more the long haul. Jokic is your MVP. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year. Kevin Porter Jr., 6th Player of the Year. Vic, Depoy. Scoot Henderson, Most Improved. John Morant, Clutch. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. Nathan Mack, Executive of the Year. We have no Hornets on the first team, second team, third team. Defensive teams, no. Rookie teams, Dylan Harper's all rookie first team. About 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. He got the 3-point up to 30%. Still not great, but I think next 2 years, I think we're going to have something there. Also, Tijan Salon apparently didn't play in year 1 of the simulation, so he's all rookie second team. We'll take that. We are the 8th seed, so we have a playing game. Do I feel great? We're taking on Chicago, who is just going to be in the play-in. They're a play-in team. We win the play-in game. Okay, we get 33-7 from LaMelo Ball. Brandon Miller 30. We get 10-7-9-2-2 from Dylan Harper. I guess we'll take that. And we are taking on the 2-seeded Indiana Pacers in the first round. Okay, we'll take it. LaMelo Ball, or that's our team. Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Benedict Mathurin, Pascal Siakam, Onyeka Okongwu. We're probably going to lose, and I'm fine with that. Again, we don't have our own first-round pick this year, so us, being in the playoffs is actually it's cool. We'll take a playoff run. But we just got our ass kicked. Wow. How's Dylan Harper doing so far? 21. He's not hit a 3 yet. Not great. He's not been a great shooter. We do win game 3. We make it a 2-1 series. Dylan Harper 16-7-5. LaMelo Ball obviously had the big game. But we do get a playoff win. And we tie the series 2-2. Brandon Miller goes off for 30. Dylan Harper has a fine game. Tijan Salon 15-15. 15-16 from Mark Williams. Game 5. We're up 3-2. LaMelo Ball 41-6. We have a superstar in LaMelo Ball that we can win. Game 6, we lose. Okay, it's a 3-3. We are going to Game 7, year 1 in the first round of the playoffs against the Indiana Pacers. Sure, let's go. Who do we get? We lose. Was it a close game? We lost by 13. I mean, Dylan Harper at 7-3-8. Not a great first playoff series, but again, rookie year. We'll take a 7-game series because, again, no first-round pick this year from our own. So, LeBron James does retire. Chris Paul, Al Horford, shout out them. Draft lottery. We'll see if we have anything sitting here. It looks like 4 via Memphis, but I think it was a swap. Hornets, we have pick number 5 via the Phoenix. It was a Suns. What? Was it a Grizzlies Suns swap? I guess so. We have pick number 5, and I do not see any more picks. But pick number 5 after making the playoffs is actually insane. Now, if there's somebody available, maybe we make a trade instead of making a pick. But mock draft. Let's look at the prospects we have. It looks like Tom Martin's good, but we're trying to win, man. This is year 2. We had our first year. We're trying to win. Let's do a trade. And again, unfortunately, I cannot trade either one of my centers, huh? Oh, I can. I can trade Jakob Poeltl and pick number 5. Nothing. Nothing for Jakob Poeltl in pick number 5. What about a Josh Green in pick number 5? Okay. Now we're getting something. Quentin Grimes, Dame, Josh Giddey, Jared Allen, Zubac, Desmond Bane. I mean, a lot of good players here. A lot of very, very good players here. Don't know what I want for this team. We pick 6 and we get Keldon Johnson. We drop down 1 pick to get Keldon Johnson. Devin Booker is insane. I'm not going to do that. Denny Avdia. I mean, it's so hard not to take Quentin Grimes. We give up 2 first-round picks and Josh Green for Quentin Grimes. We get Gary Trent Jr. Gary Trent Jr. is not going to stick on this team, but Quentin Grimes, welcome. And I know that took a bit of like unrealistic turn, but hey, you never know who's in that front office. You know what I'm saying? So now we can. Oh, we have Quentin Grimes, Gary Trent Jr. Again, we did take somebody at the position of Dylan Harper. I just now kind of realized that, which is not great. Which is not great for what I'm trying to do. But maybe him being a 6-man this year, or we'll see how the position looks. Maybe we'll just have Quentin Grimes coming off the bench. And can I just get something for Gary Trent? Somebody want Gary Trent and give me a pick. Just give me a pick, and you can have him. I don't really want a player because it just doesn't matter. The Spurs, boom, Gary Trent, welcome. Brandon Miller, Jakob Poeltl does accept his offer. We're just going to let Magba walk because he's not happy, which is probably a little bit unrealistic, but it's fine. Mark Williams, I'm going to try to give a contract to. So if we go into this offseason, we have LaMelo Ball, we have Nick Smith Jr., Quentin Grimes, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, Tijan Salan, Poeltl, Diabate. Okay. We need Mark Williams back. That's the big one right now. If we sign Mark Williams, that $20 million, let's give him $16 million. We get Mark Williams back for a 5 years, $93 million deal. I think is fine. So that we kind of have our team, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a 4 because we let Magba walk. And I still don't know if Tijan Salan's really the guy. Santi Aldama's cool. I think Santi Aldama's cool enough that I could actually he could be a bench player if we really want to, and we don't feel the need to start a guy like Santi Aldama, and we just have Tijan Salan start if I'm hoping progresses to like at least a 79, maybe hopefully an 80 overall. And I think that's pretty good. We're just going to go out and fill out the roster, and I'll see you guys at player progression. Okay, player progression for year 2 sees LaMelo Ball go up 1 to a 91, 2 for Brandon Miller to an 88, 1 for Grimes to an 87, Mark Williams up 2 to an 86. Dylan Harper goes up 6 overall to an 85 overall. I'm going to have Quentin Grimes come off the bench. I'm going to do it. This is a Dylan Harper rebuild challenge, so he is going to start at our 2 at an 85 overall. Poeltl stays at an 84. Nick Smith goes up 1. Tijan Salan goes up 4 to an 80. So I have no problem now starting him and have Santi Aldama come off the bench. Tyler Kolek does get better. Diabate, these guys get better, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. Those guys aren't going to get really much play time for me at all. This team is slightly better. I don't know if we didn't take a very big jump. We got some progression jumps from guys like Dylan Harper, from Tijan Salan, that you're hoping really kind of puts this team maybe instead of an 8 seed, we can push for like a 5 seed, you know what I mean? LaMelo Ball, again, we're starting Dylan Harper at the 2. Brandon Miller, Santi Aldama, no. Tijan Salan at the 4 with Mark Williams starting. Holy, they threw that all over the place. And then we'll have a bench of Santi Aldama's going to get 15, 19, 24, 27. That way we can play 30, and then 30, 32. Does that feel good? That feels pretty good. This is a playoff team. I feel pretty good about this team. Let's go to system proficiency. 3.5-star balance is still what we're best at. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're getting a little bit better. We have Lakers game 1 of the season. We lose by 5. They have Kevin Durant. All right. Brandon Miller has a good game. LaMelo Ball has a pretty good game. Dylan Harper, 21, 7, 4, 2 on good shooting. We'll take the Quentin Grimes, takes 7 shots, only hits 2 of them. Game 2 of the season against the Hawks, we lose again. We're 0-2. Okay. Not great. We're going to go to the trade deadline. And honestly, I think we're at the point where I could maybe make a pretty decent move at the deadline. We don't have a lot of money on our books, so that's going to be the issue of that. Trade deadline, 31-20. We are the 7 seed, so not really much better, but we are, record-wise, we are much better. Only 4.5 games between the 1 and the 7 seed in the Eastern Conference. Only 7 games total between the 1 and the 8. So we could very, very easily find ourselves being a top 4 seed after the end of the season if we make maybe one change here. LaMelo Ball, 25, 4, 9. Pretty good. We'll take that. Brandon Miller, 22, 5, 4.5, shooting pretty much the same. Quentin Grimes, 11 points on 41% from 3. Mark Williams is having a good enough season. Dylan Harper, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 6.5 assists. The shooting got a lot better this year, so we'll take that. Jakob Poeltl, again, a fine backup center. Nick Smith Jr., 10, and only about 3 assists. We don't really pass the ball. We do not really have a passing team. 11, 6, and 2 on about the same efficiency as last year. I mean, Tijon Slant took a bit of a step, and we'll take that. If I'm looking at your team, let's go to stats, team stats, points per game. We are 8. We score. Defensively, I'm sure is where we are not great, and it looks like we are middle of the pack. We are literally middle of the pack scoring, like defensively. I'm sorry. We have a top 10 offense, about a 15th ranked defense, 8 differential. Okay, so I'm just trying to think of what I want to do next. Like, money-wise, Jakob Poeltl, like a Jakob Poeltl, and then our pick this year, which I guess technically is going to be, look how many picks we have this year. We have like 5 first-round picks, 6 or 7 first-round picks this year alone. A lot of protected swap, and then a couple unprotected first-round picks this year. We do have some value, but this game is not loading. This is not loading at all. I might try to make a trade. I might try to build a trade for a 4 or for a 5. Like if I throw out Jakob Poeltl, if I give you our first-round pick this year, which is only 1.5. Okay, what about Hawks? 1.5, not great value. Mavericks, not great value. What can I get? What can I get for like a center? And B would be cool, but that's a lot of money. We need somebody that's like not making super big amount of money. Zubac is there. That'll help defensively. 100% it'll help defensively. Khalil Ware's not making a lot of money. All Walker Kessler's there. Clint Capela's making a little bit of money, but that's not really much of an upgrade for us. Derek Love is super cheap. Super cheap. But I'm kind of looking for more of a playmaker type of, not playmaking, but like just like more of a star center. Jalen Dern, not really what I'm looking at. Vic would be dope, but that's not happening. I'm not seeing a lot here. Not seeing a lot. Like, trading for Embiid is just whatever. That's not going to happen. And I'm not... What if I look at, like, power forwards instead? Can I find any power forwards that maybe make sense? What if I... Let's forget all this. Let's scrap this. Let's go to... What is this? Team Intel... We are buying. Who is selling? Can we get a selling team that maybe has a 4 or 5? There's Kevin Durant, but I've traded for Kevin Durant in a video, and it actually did awful for us, so I'm not doing that. We're not going to get Paulo. He's just not. That's not happening. Bol, they're not going to trade Jokic. Are they? If I were to say, hey, what if I... This isn't going to work, but just hear me out. It's going to be more than this. But let's just go talk to... And I know this is killing the realistic thing. Trust me, I understand that. Okay, so that's 34... Never mind. That's $34 million. That's not going to happen. Let's just look. Who could I trade for that's pretty damn good? It's got to be Jared Allen, man. The Hornets require $3.5 million too much. I can make that happen. You can take... Oh. Does Tyler Kolek... No, Tyler Kolek does not get that. Shoot. Because I don't think they could trade with their cheapest player and it would work. Dang. Jared Allen making $28 million is just slightly too much. That was the trade. $28 million is slightly too much for us. There's Porzingis. He's not having a good year. Zubac. Poeltl and a first-round pick for Zubac. They're going to say no. They want Harden and a first-round pick to give us trade to Jackson Davis. Boom. Zubac, welcome to the team. I think this makes us immediately better. He's going to start. Mark Williams is going to be a backup. I think Mark Williams and Quentin Grimes off the bench is going to make us better right away. I'm still looking. I'm going to have Salon still starting. And Aldama's going to be off for bench. I might just have this be the team. And again, I know we're not going to be great. We're still not going to be great, but I think there's enough here that I feel good. I feel good. I think just bringing in Zubac will just help defensively. Again, middle of the pack defensively. We can just end up top 10, top 12 defensively. I think it's enough to, again, we're only 4.5 games out of first place in the Eastern Conference. I think we can do that. We're 1-1 since the trade deadline, 2-1. We're doing pretty good. I feel confident in this team. We're going to end up top 4. Jokic wins MVP again. Tom Martin, Rookie of the Year. D'Angelo Russell, 6th Player of the Year. Vic Depoy, Ace Bailey, Most Improved. Anthony Edwards, Clutch. Greg Popovich, Coach of the Year. Aaron Phillips, Executive of the Year. We have no Hornets on the first team, second team, or third team. Defensive teams, we have no Hornets. Again, rookie teams, we're not going to have anybody, whatever. I say we're going to end up being top 4. We ended up being the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Zubac helped us be the 2 seed. We're taking on the 7-seeded Toronto Raptors, Ty Jerome, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Kadeem. Okay. I think we're just better than this team. I think we're just a bit better than this team. We lose game 1 by 1 point. Makes me sound kind of stupid. We're down 0-2. Okay. We're going to drop to an 8-man rotation. We don't want to use the bench. Holy moly, bench utilization. We're going to drop that to 60. There we go. Because listen, our starters are better players. They want to start Aldama and Mark Williams for this series. We're going to try that for game 3 and see what happens. We do win a game 2-1. Okay, maybe we'll do that. We'll do that. Santi Aldama did not have a very good game. Nick Smith Jr. was fine. Game 4, we got to tie this up. We do tie the series 2-2. We put Aldama and Mark Williams in the starting lineup, and all of a sudden, we're doing better. I'll take maybe Tijon Salon just can't start at this point in time. He had where's he at? He didn't even play. He's not playing. We're DNPing Tijon Salon. We're down to 3-2. Okay, I felt pretty good about this. We cannot turn around and then lose in the first round again this year after losing. We lost. Okay. We have to have a big shakeup for year 3. We have to have a big shakeup. That's a bad loss. That's just objectively a very, very bad loss. This team is still missing one more piece. And it looks like Hornets, we do not have a top pick. Anywhere. Okay, we have 20, 22, and 28. We have 3 picks in the 20s. Maybe that's good enough to make a move for something. It's got to give us something. It has got to give us something here. 20, 22, 28. What you got? Later first round picks. Just later first round picks. Okay. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that. We're trading for maybe a little bit more valuable first round picks that I can probably use to trade somewhere else. We're bringing in a second round or whatever. Tijon Salon, call like you're going to come back because I think I'm going to make a bit of a trade here. We're going to then sign Brandon Miller as well. We also need to sign Nick Smith Jr. as well. They want us to let them walk. Are we crazy? Brandon Miller, $34 million is a lot. We're going to give him 26. And I don't remember who the one was. It Nick Smith Jr., I think? Yes. Nick Smith Jr. We're going to give him about $9 million a year. We're going to match the Lakers offer on Brandon Miller. You're not getting him. I'm also going to sign Nick Smith Jr. Boom, we got our 2 big pieces back this offseason. And now we kind of can look for some trades. Like, we have LaMelo Ball, Nick Smith Jr., and Tyler Kolek is something there. Quentin Grimes, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, something. We still need a 4, man. We just desperately need a 4. And what am I going to trade to make that happen? Like, money-wise, I want to keep Mark Williams. He was on a team in real life. Maybe I just reflip Zubac. Again, I know getting a little bit out of the realm of realisticness, but like, and then we trade something with them. Bring in some of the people that are not on the team in real life, and then our first round pick. Like, what is that? What does that get us? That's some pretty decent value there that I think we could find. I mean, there's Jared Allen, there's Jaren Jackson Jr., Walker Kessler. I'm looking for a 4. If I'm being so completely honest, I'm looking for a 4. Somebody that can play next. There's Jabari Smith. Miles Turner, too. I don't really want Miles Turner. Do I take... There's no way I don't take that. Alex Sark, Keyshawn George, welcome to the team. And I think I'm going to play Alex Sarr at the 4. I think I'm going to play him at the 4. Him and Mark Williams should be really, really good defensively down there, I believe, at least in the game of 2K. Because that leaves us now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because it starts backup center. Yeah. I think I think maybe just for the reason of like how it looks on a depth chart, Tijon Salon goes up 1 overall to 3. We're going to make him a backup 4 as well. Just that way it looks a little bit better on the depth chart about the players we have. Is Alex Sarr the key to this team's issues? I don't know. Probably not. But he's a 90 overall, and it's kind of hard not to go with a 90 overall. So let me go ahead and fill this roster, and I'll see you guys at player progression. Player progression for year 3. So LaMelo drops 1, which is insane. Alex Sarr is a 90. Dylan Harper's now an 89 overall. We get Quentin Grimes to drop 1, but 87 for Mark Williams. I mean, the team's pretty good. This is a good team, and I think in the Eastern Conference, we should go a far way. And at the trade deadline, I'm not afraid to make moves. You guys know this. Again, realism kind of went out the window, but it's fine, man. Nobody really cared about 2K. I can do whatever I want, and I'm just hoping you guys enjoyed and subscribe. Please, I'm on the road to 1,000. Please hit that button. Please, please, please. Anyway, LaMelo Ball, Dylan Harper, Brandon Miller, Alex Sarr, Mark Williams. That's 91, 90, 88, 90, 87 overall starting lineup. Then an 86 Quentin Grimes off the bench, an 83 Kaishan George, and we got to go back to a 9-man rotation. My bad. Boom. 86 Quentin Grimes, 83 Kaishan George, 83 Nick Smith Jr., and 81 Tijon Salon. That's a really good team. I think there's no way this team isn't like a winner. I just don't see how we wouldn't be. Proficiency 4-star balance is the best we got. Let's run balance, and I'm praying. Game 1, we take on the Pelicans. I'm praying we're good this year. We lose. Okay. You know what? We're going to go to the deadline, and if we need to, we'll make a big splash because we are 1-4. We hit the trade deadline. We are 33-18, the 2 seed, 5.5 games. It's not nearly as close to the Eastern Conference this year as the Bulls are really, really good. But being the 2 seed, I feel a lot better about this team. LaMelo Ball, he's been fine, not been superstar level. Dylan Harper took a step back this year as well. Alex Sarr, 15, 7, 4 assists. We'll take that. I think Alex Sarr is fitting really, really well there at the 4. Brandon Miller, 17. I guess we just have more mouths to feed this time. Mark Williams has been better. Actually, Mark Williams having a pretty damn good year. Quentin Grimes, pretty similar year, shooting much better from 3 as well. Kaishan George, 12 points. That's Nick Smith Jr. What am I looking at? 12, and about the same thing he's been doing the whole rebuild. Kaishan George, 7 points, 3.5 rebounds, 3 assists. He's shooting well from 3, not really from the floor, but whatever. Tijon, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Again, pretty much similar things. How am I feeling about this team? We're contending for sure. Is there anybody selling that I feel very confident we can get somebody really, really good? Jalen Brunson does not fit what I want. Don't Connect does not fit what I want. You know what? No. I feel good about this team. I'm going to try to keep as many people from the real-life team as I can. We have LaMelo Ball. We have Nick Smith Jr. We have Brandon Miller. We have Tijon Salon. We have Mark Williams. I want to try to keep those guys on the team. So we're sending it. This is the team we're going to finish regular season with, and I'm praying I did enough around the edges of LaMelo Ball to make this happen. Jokic is a 3 in a row for this video. He's now a Clipper. Okay, Michael Rookie of the Year, Kevin Porter Jr. 6th player, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we don't have any awards this year. Whatever. Hornets, nobody on the first team. Nobody on the second team. Nobody on the third team. Oh, LaMelo Ball, All-NBA third team, 22, 4, and 8. Okay. All the different teams we have, nobody, again, whatever. Don't care. We end up being the 2 seed once again, as long as we do not see the Raptors. I was about to say the Packers. Brooklyn in the first round. Okay, Luka. We get Luka in the first round. Luka, Cam Thomas, Zaire Williams, Noah, Claxton. This team's not very good outside of Luka, but it's Luka Doncic, so I'm worried about it. We do win game 1, though, pretty convincingly. 31, 5, and 12 from our guy Dylan Harper, who's been pretty good. I'd say he's been pretty good. Like, he's definitely not at a superstar level, but I think this guy's going to be a fringe all-star. 3-1, 0-3-2. Okay, we won in 6. We won our first playoff series, and in our first winning playoff series, our guy, Dylan Harper, averages 18, 5, and 8 on pretty good efficiency. We'll go ahead and take that. We have now the Indiana Pacers in the second round. Halliburton, Pazinski, Benedict Bathurst, Jarris Walker, Neko Kongwu. A good team. I'm hoping we have the pieces, though, to be better. We win game 1 by 49 points. 29, 28, 26, 19. Okay, yeah. I mean, phenomenal game. Game 2, back it up with a good win. We win by 5 points. Game 3, we go up 3-0. Let's dominate. Let's sweep them. We lose game 4. That's okay. Game 5, hey. Okay, we win in 6 again. We win in 6 to take on the 1 seed Chicago Bulls. Why are they so good? Josh Giddey, Kobe White, Lee McNeil, Atari Easton, Shump. What? Why is this team, why are they so good? Why is this team a 59-win team? I don't know. I don't know. It's got to be Josh Giddey. It's got to be Josh Giddey. That's the only thing I could think of. Game 1, we lose. Liam McNeely has been really good this playoff run. Trey Man revenge. Trey Man revenge series. Josh Giddey, I don't know why they've been so good. Modest, I don't know. Game 2, we're down 0-2. We're dropping straight to a 7. Straight to a 7, man. We're not messing with the 8-man rotation. We win a game 2-1. 25 from Brandon Miller. Game 4, we tie the series 2-2, 23-6-8. Alex Sara, a good game. Dylan Harper, 19-3-6. I mean, he had a pretty fine game. Game 5, big game. We lose. Okay. We lose. Game 6, we force a Game 7 in Chicago to go to the NBA Finals. We're going to simcast. If it gets close, we're going to jump in. You guys know how it goes within like 5-10, within a minute. Yeah, we'll jump in. Going to the fourth quarter, though, we are up by 7. We just need a good fourth quarter, and it didn't happen. It did not happen. They jump back. It is a 4-point game with 44 seconds to go. LaMelo Ball has a good game. We're going to jump in. Mark Williams is passing in the ball. I see LaMelo. I see a bunch of guys. I don't even know. We take a 3. He hits the 3. It's a 1-point game with 40 seconds to go. Josh Giddey. What is his camera angle? I thought I changed it, but I guess apparently I forgot. It is on 2K. It just didn't happen. Whatever. Josh Giddey gets right by. Nope. Stops. Why am I blanking on everybody's name? Nick Smith Jr. is on the court right now. Josh Giddey on Nick Smith Jr. That's easy. That's so easy. That's so easy for a guy like Josh Giddey, who's like, what, 6'8"? Because he was in the last video I did. That was 6'8" only. We are down 3 points with 28.3 seconds. We are not going to get last shot off. I don't think they're going to try to force up a shot. They wouldn't make much sense here. But it looks like Keyshawn George passes into LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball on Josh Giddey. He's taking it to the paint, takes a floater, hits the floater with 23.9. 0.1 seconds less than a full shot clock, and now we're going to play the stupid foul game. But I get it. You get your easy points. Instead of taking a 3 and losing the game right like that, you send Kobe White to the line, who hits the first one. It is a 2-point game. The worst that can happen is he hits this one, makes it a 3-point game, and that's exactly what happens. Fine with me. Now we just got to sit through this stupid foul game, which is literally never fun. Literally never. This freaking sucks. But let's see here. 3-point game, 23 seconds to go. Keyshawn George inbounding the ball. Looks like they're going to try to get to LaMelo Ball again. If they can, they get it to LaMelo at the mid-range. Taking it to Josh Giddey again. Pass it to Mark Williams. Back to LaMelo Ball. He's forcing on Josh Giddey. It's not working. Out to Alex Sara. Alex Sara 3. Misses it. That's going to be game. Alex Sara took the game-tying shot. Couldn't hit it. We did better than we did in the Cooper Flag Rebuild Challenge, but still couldn't win a championship. The Spurs win in 6. Vic is your Finals MVP. Well, we tried. Again, Melo Ball, Nick Smith Jr., Dylan Harper, Quentin Grimes, Brandon Miller, T.J. Salon, Alex Sara, Keyshawn George, Mark Williams. I think we made a pretty damn good team. I mean, I really do. Dylan Harper was, again, an all-star level player this entire time. I don't know if I want him there in real life because, again, the dynamic between Melo Ball and a guy like Brandon Miller. But again, I don't know how Ace Bailey fit there either. So maybe Dylan Harper is really the guy, but I've seen people say Dylan Harper profiles more as a point guard. I don't really know. I'm praying for the best for these guys. I love good basketball. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so hit that button. Please leave a comment about your favorite team, whatever you want to do. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.